Hi guys, just a quick journey through some of my trading today, and the very first thing I want to do is apologise to the member who called this trade. He rang me up on Skype and said, look, I've seen the setup, do you think it's going to work? And I said, yeah, could do, but it's a sloppy chart. It was this signal here that the member has seen, a reversal bar under this is the monthly R2, but the daily pivot was up there as well. And so as soon as he put the phone down, I had a quick look across all the time frames, realised he was right. By which time, I got in the trade, and I felt it was too late to get back in touch and suggest that he was right. So I got caught on the hop basically. So I want to apologise because it was a great setup. I've been selling all afternoon. The daily was very extended. I did take. Let me think. I took this short as well because that was a pullback to that resistance area. So I took it off there. So I got that short, and I got this. Actually, I didn't get that much of it really. I took it down there, so I missed a whole big leg of it. What I should have done is just get a stop to break even and left it. This was a big round number, and looked as if it was going to hold, but of course we went right down to S2 was down here. So it's a 140 point move, of which I got a couple of little legs of it. So a bit pathetic really, but anyway, the lesson is, really know what setups you're going to look for, and the failure of that trend line was great, but that was the early signal, that was the confirmation, and then ignore any consolidations and hammers in that trend, which I should have done here, because once it started failing, it just wound itself right the way down. Okay, so that was a couple of my trades. I took a couple of trades in the pound yen. I took this move here up to that reversal bar there, and I got back in here, and I'm still in it with a stop to break even. So if later on tonight this can push up, I've got that move plus whatever that can give me, but that's not done yet, so let's scrub that one out. I did take the pound as well, missed the early morning entry. This was a hammer at 8 o'clock, moved right up to dithered on the data, so there's an entry level there which I didn't take, missed that. I did take, I did take this level here, took it off up here, and then I got back in here, so I'm slightly underwater with that one, with a stop pretty close by, so I'm not risking much. I did do an initial Dow trade. This is the Dow open. I took, let me think, where was I? I took this trade here and just took it off there, left it. We've got an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes till the close, so we could hold here and push back up, but just decided to not do that. Stop out, here's my stop out. In the 60-minute chart, I took, it's a bad week for me in the CAD. What did I take? I took this level here just above 89. It moved into resistance and then just rolled over, so I got stopped out under 89. Took it again down here, and I'm just about break even again now, because if we continue to move sideways and close higher, I've got my stop very tight. We could just roll over, could just start to put in lower closes and just roll back over, because we've had, you know, we keep selling here, but I thought, you know, that would hold. This was a major, this R1 pivot, hoping this R1 pivot would hold, and it didn't. Okay, so let's look at the dailies now. Let's see what we got. That is the CAD yen on the daily chart, and that's 3 days of selling. So I'm just standing aside. But Dow is not closed yet. You can just see we're heading in towards that 950 mark. We're only 170 points away from that. We are overbought now. If we have a weak close tonight, put a reversal bar in, that could change things drastically. So let's see where we go on that one. US dollar yen, hammer on the R1. So that's the long. If we break 88.76, that's going back to R2. It's a relatively close stop. There's about 60-65 point stop on that one. That is swing tradable to me. And US dollar Swissy is sideways. US dollar CAD, momentous move in US dollar CAD. We've broken the trend line. We're right up at R1 extended. I don't like buying highs, so I'm just leaving it. But that does look as if that could get to 101.37. There's not a lot of points in it, so I'm just going to leave it. The pound is a very difficult trade to call. Let me just tidy this up a bit. So we just end up looking at the pivots on that. Yeah, okay, I am long this. If we could just close a few points higher tonight, that might just be enough to lift us back up. Or we'll keep selling 158.80. And we've been selling there since Friday. We struggled with that on Friday and closed below it. Monday we sold, Tuesday and Wednesday very, very flat. But if we can just, you can see this support level here. We are just above this November support. So at any sort of, if we can pull around here, and tomorrow close above 158.80, then that will signal the revival of the pound. And the pound, if we look at the euro is pretty similar. I think this euro is going to pop up because we're holding that 133. I think we are, the ATMA is caught up. All these lows have got bought. I think this will, we could find back end of the week that we're breaking above 133.75 there. US dollar CAD strongs, we have seen, I think it's got more to do with the weak CAD than a strong dollar, because the US dollar Swissy is weak. So I think this market's still got the potential for that Dow to reach high levels, especially now the oil has got a reversal signal. A new high, close below next day. Invents tomorrow. If we see 95.80, then that is our members' chance to get short, to trade that down to R1. A failure at R2, I think we're seeing 94.20 tomorrow. I think the volume's been pretty weak up there, and this has been coming. Sorry about that. Pound yen, hammer. Like the US dollar yen, we're just narrowly closing above yesterday's low. So I am going to stay long and hope that that picks up and runs into 144 or more, or breaks 144 in the back end of this week. Pound, all the CAD pairs have done really well. If we just study the CAD for a minute, this is a huge move up in the pound CAD. We broke down here to support. We've engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, all of last week's price action. and closed above that level there. So that is viable at 157.75 if we see that again, because I think now that could go right at the trend line, but that's a huge buying opportunity. And so if you try and get 157.60 say, we'll stop under the lows there and then see if that can start to get the pivot at 160. I think this pound is oversold. Speaking of which, that's a stopping bar on S3 on the pound Aussie dollar. If we break 150.20 tomorrow and you get a nice tight stop at 149.68, I think that could start to climb back up and recover. Don't think we're at a fibs level, but I'll check. No way, we're nowhere near a fib level. So we are extremely oversold here, so let's see if that can work. Euro yen, hammer like the pound yen. I think the pound yen is a slightly stronger close at the moment. Euro CAD's at 133, big move up, so strengthening the euro. That's very high RSI. CAD yen, I did take the low down here. After my stop out, I took a cheeky trade down there. I bought the lows, 60-minute bars, had a hammer and a couple of higher closes. So I'm just above water there. I just managed my stop, risking very little capital. I'll show you what I did on the 5-minute chart when this dropped. I took this level here with a stop under 88.45 just to steer clear of that 88.50. They quite often drag it lower, so I'm just above water now. In the 1 hour chart you can see we could just roll over, but we'll see. And so, right, what else have we got? CAD Swissy, sell off, Aussie US, just about holding on. So I've left this in the end, but if you did take it, then sit tight, because the way these markets are going, if we break 105, if we break this massive wall we got up there, 106, it could be a very strong thrust up. So we just moved sideways today, and if you took the low of that as suggested, then sit tight. Gold is just not having it. Very weak, feeble move to the upside. That's a new high, closed below, so the gold trade is off at the moment by the looks of it. Right, oil we've looked at. Moving quickly onto commodities. Soybeans, sorry, let's widen this up. Soybeans new high, closed below, so that R3 was my target anyway. A short-term target. I would love to see it pull back down to one of these areas here. I'll just watch that for now. Natural gas has had a big move up off of 31.53. Orange juice continues to rumble up. Sugar continue. That's a lovely move there. Pull back to 18.43.45. That sugar is coming back. I would expect to see 19.26 in the sugar. Coffee, that looks as if that could be getting ready to bust up through 1973. Cocoa, hammer, that breaks 22.35. that's going for potentially to the daily pivot and higher. That is a good setup. Look at the support there, massive. Absolutely huge. So if that's already broken, so if this is the main baseline, this is the long-term trend line, we come up here and break 23, we are going places. I believe that hammer could potentially take us there. Stocks. Excite is sideways to good. Vodafone is doing what it should do, continue to grind higher. Tesco's had a good day. That's a pullback. Now if you get 350 or 352, that's a great pullback. That is a very nice chart. Scottish and Southern this is one just come on the radar. Huge sell-off. Let's have a look at the fibs on this last move. I leave it. If we form a stopping bar here, 1376 was the low. We form a stopping bar on this S2 level, I would take a break of the stopping bar. But so the RSI is low. Just watching that to see if that can do anything. Sainsbury's holding the trend line. S3, Rolls-Royce just holding up. Premier Foods. That looks as if that's basing to me. We start breaking 120. I think we get to 130 plus. Morrison's. Oh, nice move in Morrison's. Held the S2, held that 255 nicely. That's a buy at 257. M&S is decent move off that hammer forward 4 or 5 days back. Nice move. That trend line held down the lows. That trend line was bought. This is what might happen to that Scottish and Southern. Yeah, we've got a big plunge to the downside. Just a question of whether the pivot can hold and we can move up. Lloyd's sideways to low. General is buzzing. General is 808. So off the back of that hammer at 763, that is doing really well. Looking as if 835 is the next target. First group doing nothing at the moment, but sit tight because I think that might do it. Sentiment had yet another good day. There is a legal case in Egypt. This is an Egyptian-based miner. A legal case which comes to fruition on the 6th of Feb. If it goes the right way and we break 61, I think we're going to see a big bounce. I think we'll see 77, 80. Obviously you've got to be aware of that, aware of the risks if you take that. B Sky B, £8, looking good. Barclays sideways at the top. Alpha BT. I think that, look, we're right back to, we broke up through this gap level. This is a great pullback. If we break 283, I think that's going. That could bust £3 now. I think this is a great pullback. It's like a kiss and tell. It's busted up, come back to kiss the gap down area. If that holds, I think we're going back up. BT's had another good day. BG has had another good day. Extended but still doing well. Afrin had a great day. Pull back to 144 if you get it. Not sure we're going to get it. But, I'm going to put an order out to 144 just to see if I can get it. Otherwise, I'll leave it. US stocks, they're not closed yet. RIM is potentially going to come off there. Nothing. Google's okay. That's had a bit of a move today. Ooh, gap up. Hammer yesterday. 700's got bought, and that's 746. Wow. Facebook is still going. Bank of America is still going. Apple is 51. So I said Apple was back in play. That's grinding its way up. Let's look at the 60-minute chart. Yeah, so the open, well, that's 16th of Jan. So you can trade these in 60-minute charts. So on the 22nd at 5 o'clock yesterday, a 60-minute chart put a stopping bar in at 498.60. That was a buy at 498.60. Let's have a look at Google yesterday. So there's Google. 698 was the support, that was bought. If you held that into the close, then you've done extremely well. Let's look at that in a 5-minute chart. That's a 10-minute chart. Yeah, so you could have bought it even at the open at 739, and within a matter of minutes you'll be up to 748. Okay, that's all I've got for you, so I do hope that helps, and I look forward to seeing you at the next update.